Welcome to Lykken on Lending, the podcast that dives deep into the heart of the mortgage industry. Your host, David Lykken, bringing you the latest insights, trends, and updates from the world of mortgages. Whether you're a seasoned industry veteran or just getting started, this show is your go-to source for all things mortgage. Let's get started. This is Lykken on Lending. Now your host, David Lykken.
Welcome to another episode of Lykken on Lending. Over the past few years, I've been using the same phrase over and over again. The mortgage industry is broken. We all hear about this at conferences. It's got broken processes, broken economics. We're spending too much money to produce loans. Broken trust is the one that is really a biggest concern. We look at our consumers. Do we have repeat business coming from that customer? Sadly, our industry has the worst track record of getting customers to come back and do business with the company they previously did business with. I want to offer a different diagnosis from where I sit in the industry. I've been in it for only 52 years, not that long, but it's a good place to start coming from. It's need to be rebuilt. This industry is beginning to be rebuilt. In fact, there's some things we're going to be talking about today and in this podcast and in a series of podcasts I'll be doing on this topic. And I am excited to have you along for this journey. This podcast is the first in a short series that we're going to be exploring what it takes to rebuild and what that really means. This is not about products. This is not about predictions. It's about operating models, how they really work, and what can get done. If you're listening while you're driving or between meetings, my goal is simple, to give you a clear lens for what you're seeing in the market and to help you tell the difference between real and actual change and the surface leveling patches that are seen to be so prevalent out there. How many people have driven those potholes? You go, why don't they fix that? And then you see them just only put some more stuff in there. We've been doing that in our industry. We've been putting stuff, technology, little pieces of technology here and there, and with processes, but it's still broken. So why is it broken? What is really going on here? When people say that the mortgage industry is broken, what they're really usually reacting to are symptoms: slow closings, rework, the compliance pressure, and a whole lot of burnout. Those symptoms are real, but they don't mean the system failed. Systems don't suddenly break. They outgrow their design. Think about that. For decades, mortgage worked remarkably well. It was designed for a different environment, one where volume was manageable, rules were fewer, and coordination could live in people's heads. The problem isn't incompetence. The problem is scale and complexity overwhelming a model that was never designed for it. When leaders misdiagnose that strain as breakage, they reach for fixes. But rebuilding requires something different. Over the last 20 years, this industry invested heavily in technology, loan origination systems, automation tools, point solutions, dashboards. Yet, outcomes didn't change nearly as much as promised. Here's why. Most technology was layered on top of existing workflows. We automated individual tasks, but we left orchestration, judgment, and follow-through with humans. Picture a loan officer's day. Multiple systems open, conditions checked manually, emails sent to processors, follow-ups tracked in someone's head or inbox. Technology informed the human. It didn't relieve the human. We automated tasks, but we never automated responsibility. As volume increased and rules multiplied, humans became the glue holding everything together, and the glue fails under pressure. That brings us to AI, a term that's everywhere right now and often poorly explained. Most people think of AI as a tool, something you would open, ask a question, and close, like a calculator or a chatbot. In the model, the human still decides when to use it. But what's emerging in mortgage is something different. It's AI infrastructure. Infrastructure is always on. It doesn't wait for instructions. It operates continuously in the background. Imagine a system that's quietly reviewing a loan file as it's being built. It notices missing data before it becomes a condition. It flags guideline conflicts early. It surfaces the next best step without being asked. Infrastructure doesn't wait to be used. It works continuously. This isn't about replacing people. It's about removing manual orchestration from work that should never have been dependent on memory and vigilance in the first place. So when we say mortgage industry is being rebuilt, what actually changes? A rebuild starts with relocating intelligence. In the legacy model, intelligence lived in people's heads. In a rebuilt model, intelligence lives in the workflow. That shift changes everything. Instead of humans checking rules, chasing conditions, and coordinating steps, the system guides, validates, and anticipates. Rebuilding isn't about doing the same work faster. It's about doing different work. Humans move towards judgment, relationships, and decision-making. Systems handle consistency, recall, and orchestration. So here's a question I'll leave you with today. When you're looking at what's happening around you, are you seeing rebuilding or patching? Adding tools feels productive. Rebuilding structures feels uncomfortable. In the next episode, we're going to be looking inside a rebuilt operating model, not as a concept, but as a working reality. Pay attention to who is rebuilding and who is patching. Thanks for listening. My name is David Lykken of Lykken on Lending.
You've been listening to Lykken on Lending. Our passion is to bring you the latest insights, trends, and updates from the world of mortgages. So on this show, if you're a seasoned industry veteran or just getting started, it's your go-to source for all things mortgage. We hope you've enjoyed the show. We'll be back soon. Take care, and we'll see you next time on Lykken on Lending.